When Andy Tamas heard his friend's granddaughter lost her toys in a wildfire that ripped through her family's home in Nova Scotia, he decided to take action. So Andy decided to build toys for the family, a rocking horse, toy planes, cars, all made out of wood. But he didn't stop there. He enlisted the help of a group called Men's Shed, and that's now triggered a campaign across the country to bring joy to hundreds of children impacted by wildfires. Andy Tamas is a proud member of the Men's Shed in Arnprior, and he's joining us this morning. Good to have you on the show.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you very much for the opportunity to tell the story.
Well, we're so thrilled that you're here to tell that story. So take us back to the beginning. Tell us about the moment you heard about this family's story.
Well, it all began when actually shortly after one of our members had moved to Nova Scotia to be closer to family. And we'd heard that there were forest fires in his area. So I contacted him, Denis St. Pierre. I contacted him and I said, how are you doing? And he said, I'm doing fine, but my daughter's house had burned to the ground. And I'm looking for some plans for some wooden rocking horses to replace the ones that he'd made for his daughter and granddaughter and had gone up in smoke. So I asked the guys at the shed, and some of them said that they would be happy to send him some plans. And then I asked him if he would like to have, think the kids would like some wooden toys, because I'd been making these for some time. And he said, yeah, sure. So I put a few in the box and sent them to him, and his grandchildren just loved them. They said they were just great. And so I began to think, hey, maybe there's a bigger picture here. There's a lot of places across the country where houses are going up in smoke and kids are losing whatever it is that, was dear to them. And so I mentioned this to other guys at other sheds, and I said, maybe we can do something here to bring a smile to the heart to some of these kids. And the guys across the country said, yeah, that's a good thing to do. Yeah. So we got together at our shed with the Lions Club and the other guys. We put a bunch of toys together, and the Lions Club packed them up and sent them to Nova Scotia. And there's a toy library that can distribute them. And the toys, as you see in the pictures there, had arrived recently. They'd been held up because of the floods, but the toys had arrived recently, and they're a big hit.
Well, I can see that, and they're beautifully constructed. You keep mentioning the shed. For those that are unfamiliar with Men's Shed, what is that organization all about?
Well, a men's shed is a place for geezers like me to get together and chat, have coffee, do something useful, be of service to the community. And our shed here in Arnprior Braeside is very well set up. And as you can see, the guys got together and we worked together to make these toys. The men's shed movement actually began in Australia in the 1990s and has spread to a number of countries across the world that are facing the kind of problems that older men face. Once they leave the workforce, their identity just sort of evaporates. And we have among the highest suicide rate in the country, well above the national average, because when you lose meaning and when you lose purpose and you lose a sense of making a contribution to something, what's your life based on? And the Men's Shed, in some respects, is a national movement in Canada, fairly new, to counter the negative effects of what happens as the wheel of life turns, and us older guys wind up sitting here saying, okay, I'm going to twiddle my thumbs and do what? That's not quite enough, you know. You need a sense of purpose and meaning.
And we need people like you and those in Men's Sheds to spread your talent, your skill set, your joy, keeping your mind busy, your hands busy, and your hearts full. Andy Tamas, thanks for joining us this morning. It's great what you're doing.
Thank you so much. All right, and have a good day, and thanks for your interest.
We'll say hi to all the members of the Men's Sheds across the country.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.